Welcome back, everybody. This is episode 31 of the Backroad Banter podcast. I checked beforehand today. I know that's the right number. I just asked Justin before we started. It is I got the right number this time. Yeah, man. It's we're back again. I don't think it's been longer than usual, but for some reason it feels like it. I've had a long fucking week.
I really have to. I think that's what it is there's been so much going on, and that's just it. There's been so much that's
Yeah.
went on. So usually we don't have anything out of the ordinary in terms of, a 5-day span between talking to each other, but I feel like there more things happen in a single day for me than usually does. So
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely does feel like it's been a little longer than a week.
It does. Like I was sitting there thinking this morning when or whenever you asked when we wanted to record, whether it was it yesterday? Whatever day you texted me and asked you wanted to do it. And I just thought to myself, I said, fuck, did we miss one?
It does seem like
That's what it felt like. Yeah, it's just, this past week has been so goddamn long. Like, I know we didn't miss one.
I think what we could attribute it to is that you were in this weekend, and usually when you're in, we do an in-person one.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just that kind of being in. Because for me, it was weird not to have a set one, a set in-person one scheduled, because that's just usually what we do. Um, so yeah, it could be that. But I don't know, man. We'll just get into it. How's your last week been? What are you into
Oh,
now?
fuck. It's
What's going on?
just been job hunting. It's been job hunting. Let's see. I had that interview. Didn't get that job.
Oh,
I got another interview. Canceled that interview because I didn't want that job. Um, Yeah, and then the rest of my day today is probably just going to be applying for more jobs. I am still employed, but I don't want to be employed where I'm employed at anymore.
yep.
I want to make more money, and I don't want to do the same shit I've been doing. So it's just been a lot of job hunting. Um, Over the weekend, Jocelyn and I made the trip down to Glenville, to West Virginia. My dad's birthday was Friday. So we left. I left work an hour early Thursday. We made a trip down. Got down at a reasonable time for once, and yeah, just sat around. It sucked. I wasted my whole Friday because they told me like the job that I thought I was gonna get. They told me they were like, yeah, we'll get a hold of you at the end of the week and let you know something. You know whether whichever way we're going, whether we hire you or whether we hire somebody else, we'll let you know. I said, okay. So I didn't do shit Friday. Just sat there, waited for the phone. Like I just sat there, like phone attached to me, made sure I didn't leave like
Yep.
anywhere that didn't have service. And you know Glenville, like if you leave the town, you go through a stretch where you don't have service. So I'm like, I gotta have the phone here, waiting for the call. Didn't get a call. And finally, I just called him at 3 o'clock, and in a professional manner, I basically said like, "Yo, what's going on here?" You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
I didn't say those exact words, but I was like, "Hey, just checking back in, seeing, if you guys came to a decision or whatnot, And he was like, "No, no, no, we didn't. It's been a crazy week here. We didn't come to anything yet, but we'll get back to you. But if you don't hear from me Monday, give me another call," is what he said. I was like, "Okay, cool, yeah, I can do that." And then I didn't get an answer. He called me back like 20 minutes later and told me, he was like, "Yeah, yeah, we hired somebody with a little more experience." I was like, "Yeah, I get it, but thanks for letting me know." So
Yeah.
yeah, but that was that. The weekend was all right. I went to that new barbecue place for the first time. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was actually told by a few people, nothing against you guys, if anybody ever sees this. It's not it's not what everybody thought it would be.
No,
Um,
it's not
and
bad. It's all right.
we can reference this. Anybody from Glenville or anybody that's been to Glenville between the years of like 2010 to 2021, it's not the smokehouse, probably.
No.
And for me, I haven't been
It's
there
not the
yet either.
prime smokehouse. Now, the smokehouse, there was a period of time before smokehouse closed where it fucking sucked.
See, I have to give them credit. I never had bad food there, but it's because I found what I liked. Their barbecue sauce, their homemade barbecue sauce, was
Hmm.
some of the best in the world. But like, I just got their kielbasa and fries, and you can't really mess that up as long as it's
Yeah,
cooked good. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I never did have a bad experience there. But that's the thing, is that I was told by people that go to this barbecue place. I was just disappointed in it. It is not what
Yeah.
and once I said that, I was like, okay, well, that takes the urge of me wanting to go to it just because it's out of town. So if I'm gonna you know, eat and possibly drink some.
Yeah, that's the only advantage it has. It sells beer. It's also a bar, so
They do a lot of, I see it, they do a lot of pool and
hmm
cornhole tournaments and live music and stuff. So that is, I like it for the town and everything, but I think that I'm just spoiled in my mindset of like, I want the smokehouse to open back up. So
yeah.
it's like a little biased on that, but, but that's good. I haven't been there yet. Like I said, what did you guys get to eat?
So they ended up having like I don't know if they have it every day or whatever. I'm sure they don't, but whenever we went, they were having like a lunch buffet. It was like $18 or some shit, just all you could eat, and there was like it came with a salad bar. Um, there was pulled pork. There was they had pork. They had beef. They had the sauces and shit. They had like sides like corn and green beans and baked beans and yeah, and macaroni and cheese. They had like a handful of stuff. It wasn't like a there wasn't a wide variety on their buffet, but at a barbecue place where you spend what 12 $13 on a fucking pulled pork sandwich, and whenever you could spend 18 and go get however many of them you can stuff in your face,
Yeah.
like it wasn't a bad deal. That's kind of what I told Jocelyn whenever we left. I was like, well, it wasn't the best place in the world, but it was all right. Like
Yep.
it got the job done.
Yep.
Especially for what we paid for it. So, um, yeah, it was just nothing that would knock your socks off. Nothing was bad. I didn't like try something and was like, oh, this fucking sucks.
That's actually a big thing then, honestly,
Yeah,
because for me, what the reviews that I got from some other people, that's what I was scared of was I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna be excited and order something, and it's gonna suck.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, if it wasn't actually bad, then it just not what we might compare it to for
Yeah,
what town has. Because honestly, anybody that's not from Glenville, uh, Glenville's barbecue kind of rocks in terms of their private. I mean, we got Gills, which is killer at all times.
yeah. I miss Gills.
I miss old Gills. Which I understand the price of everything, but I do not agree. I don't like paying $12 for a sandwich.
Yeah. What really shot them in the foot was I think more so than their pricing was their location. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they
being
weren't
in that.
exactly in a convenient spot in that town. Like they weren't in the most convenient
Yeah,
spot they could have been in. They were just a little shack next to the fucking auto body shop, the
yeah,
collision place.
dude. Man, that was good though. When they had that little shop, that was still a good shot. That was still good food though. Man, I forgot about that. I was just meaning in general because I still see their stands every few months. But
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
they did have that little place in town.
I forgot about that, dude. You're right. Yeah, that's cool.
It kicked ass, but yeah, it was pretty expensive, which, I kind of get it, but it just wasn't the most convenient place to stop by.
No,
And it wasn't very noticeable either. Like if you didn't know it was there, you're not going to be like, "Oh, look."
because you can't just whip it in and be like, "Oh, we're gonna get this today."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually I like you mentioning that. I think it was probably the worst location in Glenville for a restaurant.
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it probably was.
I don't think you could get worse, and it's only because they literally put this thing in the middle of a parking lot that, like Wyatt said, is attached to an auto body shop on a hill that's got an incline like
A
this.
gravel parking lot too. It wasn't even like a nice paved parking lot where you could see like, "Oh, look, there's this parking lot." It just looked like a big fucking pit of gravel with a little tiny hut on it that sold sandwiches.
No sign or anything by the road. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's
they had one on the actual shop itself, but not. Yeah, they didn't advertise the thing.
that's the thing about Glenville. It's really ironic. If you're from Glenville, you think like this is as somebody that's a marketing guy. Word of mouth does so much for businesses, but it takes a whole lot more than just being like, well, we're from this town, so let's just tell everybody we have this.
Yeah,
So, oh, that's so funny to think about. Totally forgot that they had the shop, dude. I'm gonna have. That's cool. Well, you know what? Well, I don't want to interrupt you. Was that about what all else
Oh,
did you get
we
to do?
also we also went to Cedar Creek and went fishing. That was pretty fun. I didn't catch fucking anything.
I
Jocelyn hooked a giant fucking carp by its ass.
Yes, that's what I wanted to bring up. Wyatt sent me this video, and I was actually at Summersville, either in Summersville or I was in Hyco on my way back up to Gilmer County. Saturday was a hell of a day, but I got this video from Wyatt, and the commentary is pretty funny. But
Yeah.
she really does. What did she do? Did she just cast out and end up jerking into its tail?
Yeah, like immediately. Yeah.
Oh,
It
that's
was
sweet.
because I saw as soon as she cast, I saw it fucking splashing around. I said, "Ain't no fucking way." And I was like, "I said, you get one?" She was like, "Well, not exactly. I don't think." She couldn't really tell until she couldn't fully tell until she got it closer, but she had an idea. She was like, "I think I snagged it. Like I think I got it by its
Yeah.
tail." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lose this lure though, so we're gonna get it in here, get the hook out of it, let it go."
Dude,
And
that is a very that is a very nothing against anybody. I'm from rural West Virginia. That's a very white statement that she made there.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lose this lure. So
yeah.
like
It was a very white day, dude. She's not even white. It was a very white day.
oh, but I was just very impressed because I mean I had talked to her before and I know fishing's like something that she very much enjoys.
Yeah.
But just to see that video, it brought me enjoyment to see because it was like, man, I'm glad she's enjoying something from where we're from, you know,
Yeah, and
more than just hanging out at your mom's
she was
or
like
getting out of town.
giving me the whole crash course too on like everything because like I didn't know, I don't know really much about anything about fishing other than fishing with live bait. Like we didn't have any live bait. We didn't know we were going fishing until we were there. And we were gonna go like hiking on the trails, and then that giant fucking storm just hit, and then we were like, it's like really muddy. Like we're gonna fucking fall and hurt ourselves. So I was like, well, let's get decent service somewhere in the park and get like the day pass for fishing. So just in case DNR came by and
Yep.
uh, asked us for license, like of course you have your license. They're never gonna stop and ask you for it, but the one time that you don't, they will.
Yeah, that's literally what has happened. The only times I've ever been stopped by the DNR, it doesn't matter if it's at Burnsville, doesn't matter if it's at Sutton, or it's been anywhere around Gilmer County. It has been the times that I have no proof of anything.
Yeah.
Literally it's really ironic. It's like they know that
Yeah.
it's so very smart on you guys. Like honestly, very smart on you to just be like, let's cover our bases here.
And on top of that, like in rural West Virginia where we were, like she sticks out a little bit. You know what I mean? Like if any DNR officer drove by, they'd be like, "Oh, that's fucking
this girl doesn't have her."
Look at that big dude and that black girl over there fishing. Like we better go check this out. Something might be up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
They might be waiting for people. Yeah. A store drop off or something.
Right?
Who knows?
But yeah, she gave me the rundown on how to use each lure that I used and
nice. Were you using jigs? Different types of jigs?
Yeah.
I figured for the type of fish that's in there.
Yeah.
But
I
awesome.
used the little spinner one more than I used anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was pretty fun. I had a good time even though I didn't catch anything. I had a couple of bites.
Good.
I had a couple bites, but I didn't like actually catch anything. But it was fun. It's definitely something I want to get back into. Like I want to go fishing the next time I'm there too. So
Heck yeah, dude.
But this time, like I'm gonna go prepared. I'm getting fucking live bait, and I'm doing it the way I know how to do it.
Yeah, just get you some. There's nothing better than some night crawlers.
Yeah.
For just simple fishing, when you're just wanting to enjoy fishing itself, you're not trying to feed yourself.
Yeah, I really want. Oh, I thought you meant like eating the night crawlers. But yeah, if you're not trying, if you're just fishing for sport and not trying to fish for something you can eat, which I don't. I think at Cedar Creek it's not even an option. I don't think you can like actually you're not supposed to take anything out of that pond, right? I think.
No, yeah, you're allowed.
Are you really? I thought it was just all catch and release. Okay.
No, yeah, you're allowed to because they Cedar Creek gets filled up every year too. Yeah, you're allowed.
Cool.
We always used to. At least the ones that are worth taking out, we would.
What I really want to go do again sometime is like just nighttime catfishing, dude. It's
Dude,
always fun shit.
when you guys want to do that, let me know. That's my ish. Like, I was really big into fishing when I was young and whenever I was growing up and throughout high school, but from college on, the only I love night fishing. You don't have to catch anything, and it's an adventure.
You just got to go with a couple of your friends and have some beers, and then
yes.
And then if you catch something, huge bonus. If you don't, then you're still like sitting outside enjoying the weather,
just hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out.
That's awesome. Yeah, that would be great, dude.
We should do that next time I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
I think the last time that me and you were on the same night fishing trip was whenever one of our friends, who I'm not going to name just because of what that did happen, one of our friends almost fucking burnt down a whole county. So
yeah,
he didn't burn down anything, but had he started burning down something, it would have burned down a lot of shit.
It's the first time I've ever seen water on fire.
That was nuts.
It's the first time I've ever seen water on fire.
Yeah.
So, word to the wise to anybody that has, an IQ below 80, don't throw gasoline that is on fire into water to put it out, because then the gasoline just sits.
Yeah.
And stays on fire.
Yeah, and then really don't do it if there's trees like down laying in the river too.
I wish Dean was watching this, because I would yell at Dean one more time for not
Dean would probably be like, "What are those guys talking about?" He probably wouldn't even remember it, because it was more than 6 minutes ago. He probably wouldn't even know what the fuck's going on.
It's very disappointing. Well, there was, like Wyatt just alluded to, there was a tree that was cut down or broke down that was in this river, and the fire water gasoline mix was, obviously, because it's a river, coming towards that tree.
Flowing downstream towards the tree.
So I go over there and I start yanking on this giant tree trying to pull it out, and I start inching it, but it's not fast enough. And I yell at our buddy Dean to assist me, and he said, "Oh, fuck no, I'm not helping with that. That's going to catch on fire." And then he ran out of there.
Yeah, that's why we need
That's
help.
the point. So I kept moving it, and I mean, I'm getting it, but not very much. And Wyatt sees it whenever he starts running away. So Wyatt runs over to me, and me and him together are just able to get it out of the way just enough for it to pass. But literally,
it was just enough. It was like a video game cutscene where you have to hit the buttons at the correct time, then you have to smash fucking square to pull the tree out of the river. That's what it was. I realized it because it took me a minute to piece it together, because first I just looked at you and I said, "Why the fuck's he pulling on that tree?" And then I looked over to the end of the tree and I said, that's why. Because I knew that the can was on fire in the river. I knew the tree was down, and it took me a minute to piece the two together, because I looked at you, and then I looked down the river, or up the river, and I was like, "Oh fuck, that thing's definitely gonna get to that tree if we don't do something." So I ran over, and we got that shit out just in time, just out of the way. That was nerve-wracking as fuck.
That is one of the scariest, funnest, most, like you said right there, nerve-wracking moments I've ever experienced in my life, because within a 5 to 10 minute time span, it went from having the best time with my best friends to literally being a part of a forest fire, to then thinking not only am I a part of this fire now, because of everything that was I'm going to get arrested. My life is over.
That's what I thought too. I was like, if anything catches on fire, we're all extra fucked. We're all in so much trouble.
Oh, dude, that's all that I thought. And you know what? That might have also played into me just driving home the next day.
Yeah.
After not. Well, I don't know. My car's loud, so.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna hold to that.
That was a crazy day, and fortunately, all the things that could have gone wrong, fortunately, nothing really did.
No, we were very proactive, the ones that needed to be when it was necessary.
Yeah, nobody got hurt. The only thing that happened was that we were out a little bit of gasoline.
Yeah, we kept, after we got everything under control, we kept fishing and hanging out down there
Yeah.
like the rest of the night. It didn't end anything.
It freaked everybody out for a second, and then yeah, we kept fishing for another probably couple hours. I don't think we wrapped up until like 2 a.m. That probably happened
That
around
was another
midnight.
thing I remember was me and Colton running over and jumping, trying to get the fishing lines before they got melted and everything.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Dude, that's, oh, yeah, so excited. Well,
Yeah, that's all I have though. Yeah, I'll turn it over to you.
that's
Fucking,
funny.
how'd your week unfold? It sounded eventful as well.
Um, like I said, I did a lot, but I don't know. It's like always.
Yeah, it's a lot, but like you don't know if any of it's story worthy. It's just a
Yeah.
busy ass day. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of time with family, which was all good. Some missed time with family, which was unfortunate, but I'm hoping to make that up. Uh, I've watched a bunch of movies, which I'll get into. The biggest thing, just because you're talking about food. Anybody that just wants a good freaking bargain of a deal, go to Buffalo Wild Wings and do their all-you-can-eat appetizers for $9.99.
That sounds crazy.
Because they've got 6 choices, and I sat there and ate 6 trays of appetizers. I literally did the math, and it is minimum $43 before tax, before tip and everything worth of appetizers that I ate.
Nice.
That means they paid for nothing. It was so good that I went back and did it again when we watched Fantastic Four. And I still have to say that though you only get your options are mozzarella sticks, fried pickles, onion rings,
Nice.
chips and salsa, or chips and queso. Dude, it's actually a perfect combination.
I'd eat like a whole order of every one of those if I wanted to.
I literally, so you get 2, you have to start with 2, so you get 2 at a time. So the first time we started with chips and salsa and fried pickles, and then we went to chips and queso and the mozzarella sticks, and then whenever I went to, and then we did the same thing because the mozzarella sticks were banging, and so is the queso. But anyways, it's just absolutely worth it for $10. I literally paid more for a alcoholic drink than what me and Faith both paid for our food, because that deal's for up to 4 people. So 4 people can go there and pay $10 for food.
Wow.
And eat unlimited. Yeah.
That's perfect for going and just having some beers and watching a game.
Dude, it's so great. We literally just hung out there and enjoyed it before the movie and before the time when we went to both movies. Just enjoyed it. It was just cool. And I was like, this is ideal. Like, you're getting full, but you're not getting overly full. And nothing against B-dubs. Their food is banging. I actually don't think their wings are that.
No. They're not
good.
They're not that great. Like, they're not bad. They're like the barbecue place I was talking about a minute ago. They're not bad, but they're nothing special.
Yeah.
Like, they're just wings. They're definitely not the best wings I've ever had.
Yeah. Oh no, not even close to it. Wingstop blows them out of the water by far.
Yeah, I don't even think Wingstop is the best wings I've ever had. I mean, I know they're not the best wings I've ever had, but they're not even too special either. They're dude, I have my little local bar has the craziest fucking chicken wings I may have ever had in my life.
Oh. Well, that makes it. Yeah, I'm thinking chain restaurants.
Yeah, chain restaurants. Yeah, you're right. Chain restaurants,
Local
Wingstop's up there.
Yeah, but local ones, I guarantee it, just because individuals know how to freaking cook.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, overall, just a lot of family time, a lot of work, and a lot of movies. Watched Fantastic Four and Superman.
Nice.
Both are amazing. I'm not going to give anything away because I know you haven't seen anything. I'll just say this for anybody. For the first time ever, I'm choosing a DC movie over a Marvel.
Oh, I could believe that 100%.
Fantastic Four was amazing. Fantastic Four was sick. It was so good. Faith liked Fantastic Four more. But for me, James Gunn just knocked Superman out of the park and has set DC up to hopefully have hopefully they hire him and he continues through,
Yeah.
With more movies. But absolutely fun, absolutely sick, and other than that, my silver channels, I'm continuing to make episodes on that, but it's getting a little hard because I have a lot of silver, but I don't know what to talk about with it because I can't just be like, well, this is the piece that I bought this time,
Yeah.
So I'm having some trouble with it, but it's been fun to learn and to try to do stuff with it. It's just, it doesn't come as easy as what this does.
Yeah, I think it's because this doesn't have a particular topic. I feel like if we had like one topic we zeroed in on, it'd be fucking hard. It
Yeah.
would have been easy for about 12 episodes, and then we would have been like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's how I am. I'm 5 episodes in, and I don't know. I recorded another new episode. I'm trying to get them down to about 15 minutes a piece,
Yeah,
but
that's pretty reasonable.
I think it's shit. Yeah, I think this episode's bad.
Oh, your most recent one?
Yeah, the one that I recorded here most recently. I don't know if I'll end up putting it out because I thought I had stuff to talk about, but it turns out after 2 minutes, I didn't have stuff to talk about, and I really was just like,
Just bullshitting.
here's these coins.
You're just being a salesman.
Here's these coins. Yeah, and it was a mess. So I'll see whenever I go to edit.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, that was about it. And I'll just transition in because it happened over the last week. We'll talk about deaths. It's one of the few things that I have to talk about. Everybody loves dying. Not really. But we love it when people die because then we get to talk about them.
Oh, fuck yeah, people did die. That's right, a few of them. God
died.
damn, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just go into old Hulkster first.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan died, everybody.
Hulk Hogan did die. Fucking.
Why? What do you have to say on that? You're a big wrestling guy. I figured you'd have more to say on it.
I mean, I am, but unfortunately, I'm not really old enough to know how big his impact was or wasn't. I can only hear the stories that these old people tell, because there are a lot of people that are like, oh, like fucking business would have died in the '80s if it wasn't for him. Like, all right, I have no reason to not believe you. I guess that's fine. Like, I'm not old enough to know, so.
Yep.
I know personally, he's I've definitely know that he's done and said some shit that's not great, but at the same time, like, I feel for the family and the friends and stuff, because like he's not the only person involved here. He's got there were people that liked him and people that didn't want him gone, and even then, even if you do shitty things, I don't think that means you deserve to die. I think that actually means you deserve to live longer and to the point where it's miserable.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, no, it was a weird one. I'll say it's one that I'm surprised didn't happen earlier. I saw somebody on Twitter say they were like, man, living until 71, being a professional wrestler in the 80s and 90s is the equivalent of like a regular person living to like 105. Because those guys they all just like died young, dude. They all died young from years of, fucking drug abuse and alcohol abuse and wear and tear on the body and
abuse.
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fact that he, made it as long as he did is kind of remarkable, because like at least the older wrestlers, they tend to die a lot younger than most normal people do. So, but yeah, it definitely happened. That's for sure. He died. I don't know if I really feel
it. Is not there.
Yeah,
guys.
it's like I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh yeah, good, fuck him. But I'm also not one of those people that's like, oh damn. Like it's one of those things. It goes either way for me. It's just
Yep.
Just
that's how it is for me. Nothing. Yeah, that's how my dad asked me about it. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't like the guy personally. I don't even like him as a wrestler.
I kind of never did either. I remember like thinking when I was a kid. And my mom's ex-husband, my old stepdad, would like talk about like Hulk Hogan back in the day, and then like I remember I watched like an old show with him, and I was like, "What's so cool?" Like he's dressed like a McDonald's logo. This guy's not John Cena.
Yeah,
that's
the
only thing that I thought. I was like, "This guy's not John Cena."
That is a very good point.
Yeah, but I guess shit was different back in the day too. What was entertaining was a whole different bar than what is now.
Yeah. I don't really care for him in any way. I'm I'm not hurt that he's dead. I guess for his
No.
family, it is what it is. But
Right. That's kind of what I thought. I'm like, yeah, it's
that
unfortunate for some people, but it's not unfortunate for me. I don't
I'm
guess.
not.
Yeah.
I'm not one of the. I like that. Yeah, I like that. The other one I do very, very much care about. And
Yes.
it actually does deepen and sad me, and it tears me up, but it has me excited because man, I've got to listen to so much good music in the last 5 days.
Hmm.
So like, it's been cool, and that is Ozzy,
Yeah.
guys. Oh
Ozzy
my gosh.
Osbourne. That is also another case of it's a wonder he made it as long as he did.
He's a bigger case of it.
Yeah.
He's the biggest case of it. Like on this planet, he will forever be the person that I think about. Like, well, why did you die? Ozzy made it to 71.
Right? He
Like,
was 76.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Hulk
Hulk
Hogan
was
was
71.
71. Yeah, yeah. Ozzy made it to 76, which that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude, Ozzy Osbourne. That's why. Yeah, it's just crazy to think about. So, but we're just talking about Ozzy. We obviously both admire him and love his music,
Yes.
and
Yes, of
probably
course.
he himself for multiple reasons. Just going back to Celina Truck Stop. What did you see this post from Celina Truck Stop the other day?
No, I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny. Celina 52 Truck Stop is saddened to announce the passing of our longtime hot dog manager, Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy would change out the hot dog water every few months, and nobody else was able to do it quite like he did. After ending his shift last night, he informed a coworker that he was going home. He would be dearly missed. That's fucking sweet. No, I didn't see that. Those guys
Oh,
are funny. Those guys post so much funny shit.
yes. It just tickled me so much. I was like, yeah, I was hoping you hadn't seen that yet just cuz I was like that would make it more worth throwing it in here. Um but yeah, very sad about that. It's crazy to see that he just crazy to see honestly the longevity that he had in terms of being a kind of an icon.
Yeah.
It's just I think it goes back to what you said. Like, look at most of those people have fallen off to a point of people not really caring about them, unless you're literally their age.
Yeah.
But Ozzy is somebody that every generation to an extent has grown up loving, or at least a portion of the generation has. And for me personally, whenever I saw that he died, I was like, dude, how ironic is it that he just did his farewell concert, like his final farewell
It
concert,
was like 2 weeks ago.
literally
Yeah.
yeah. So it's just like it was meant to be.
Hmm.
Like it was meant to be. I don't know why. I just feel that.
It was like, yeah, he got done with that last tour, and he's like, well, my job here's done. See you
Yep.
guys. he
My
got he
time off.
got done changing the hot dog water, and he went home.
My last tour is yeah.
Oh
Oh
man,
gosh.
yeah, that one is unfortunate. Rest in peace, Ozzy. I feel bad for his family as well and his friends. If any of his friends are still alive, I don't know if his friends are still alive, but his family is. So I feel bad for his family. They, from what I've seen of them on the TV show, they're a fucking hilarious group of
Oh my
characters.
gosh. Yeah. They're just like him.
Yeah.
I've got to see so much clips from their TV show of of Ozzy himself, and he might be one of the most unique people, genuine people. Whenever he's not being sarcastic. Like I think Sacha Baron Cohen is one of the funniest people on earth, but he has to try to be. I think
Yeah.
Ozzy's he was just a nutcase, bro. He
Yeah,
was
he's
just,
just a different cat, dude. He's just a
yeah,
fucking
bro.
strange fella.
Oh.
Sometimes that works out in people's favor a lot, being a strange fella.
Yeah, if you can maintain it, and he certainly did.
Yeah, man, Ozzy Osbourne will be missed. I know I don't think he was making any new music, but he will be missed anyway.
Yep.
I'll listen to the old ones.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. He's got like 2 to 3 billion listens on Spotify alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Because I mean, he doesn't only have his songs that were him. He had his old original songs when he was in Black Sabbath too. So that's a big fucking library. A lot of good songs to hear.
Yeah, and I'd say his Black Sabbath songs are probably his biggest songs.
Yeah, those were the first ones that I really knew about.
Yeah. I bet.
From Rock Band and
Mm.
Guitar Hero.
Dude, yeah. That stuff got everybody into the old music. Like that's how we as a generation, we people our age learned that stuff.
Yeah, for the most part, that was a smart move by whoever made those games too. By the way,
Yeah.
I don't know how those aren't still being made. Like, how are there not new Rock Bands and Guitar Heroes coming out like every 2 3 years?
I think they're bringing them back. I heard that they're coming back.
They need one with a giant library, like fucking 700 800 songs or some shit, just a
Well,
wide variety of shit.
what they're gonna do now because they realize that oh wow these guys aren't just gonna buy my game, they'll buy everything attached. It'll come with like 100 songs, and then all the good songs you have to fucking pay independent.
Yeah, that's how everything is nowadays, dude. It's so fucking broken. It's so stupid. And the reason that it even got to be taken off like that is because there were a handful of people that would buy into it. They're like, fuck, well, I guess I have to.
Yeah, yeah, very frustrating. I'm not for it.
Like, I don't like paying extra money for game unless it gets me extra game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
the Spider-Man game when it came out those few years back and it came with the 3 DLCs. Like, that's 3 extra stories. Yeah, I'll give you an extra 15 20 bucks, whatever it was, for 3 extra stories. Like, sure, they might not be as long as the first one, but who cares? It's more game. And you got people now just paying for fucking
nothing.
skins.
Yeah, that they want to fucking get rid of in a month to get a new one.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest shit in the world.
And people paying like people playing NBA 2K that'll go to like make their my player or whatever, and instead of using your money to make them good, which some people do that too, but they'll spend like real money getting like clothes and tattoos for your fucking character. My guy, every time I played 2K, my guy was just always in this default brown shirt with black joggers.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
No tattoos. Overall, would be kind of up there.
Dude, that's actually a big pet peeve of mine with the gaming industry right now.
It's bad.
It's just
2K's arguably. I don't even want to say arguably. 2K's fucking definitely the worst at it right now.
yeah.
Like, dude, the shit that they charge for just on everything, on every 2K game that exists. Like, I haven't played the new PGA Tour, but Top Spin, which is the tennis one, it was free on the PlayStation a few months ago. You got NBA, you got WWE. Everything has just countless fucking things.
In-app purchases,
yeah,
basically.
it's like, dude, I'm not paying your money for that shit. Sorry.
Yeah, not worth it. That's what they need to know, though, and they need to hear it. So screw you guys.
Yeah.
Correct it. I'm not doing it. I believe in you. No, I don't. You're failures.
No, yeah, they're gonna keep fucking gouging people for every dime that they got.
Yep. 100%.
I do have some video game news I think that you would be interested in. I found out just the other day.
Okay.
NASCAR 25 comes out October 14th.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll definitely
Yeah.
get that game. I'll be very excited for that game.
I don't know who's making it. I don't think it's any of the traditional sports games people.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to have to look that up real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, no, take your time. I'm going to go pee real quick, so I'm
All
just
right.
marking this.
Yeah, it was made by iRacing Studios.
iRacing Studios. First of all, I like that racing's in the name. That gives me confidence in it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know when I get that game, I want
Different.
to get like the steering wheel thing. I want to actually fucking
Dude, that I've wanted that since I was a kid. I want that so bad. It had
one of the main reasons that I want it is because those PS5 controllers get that, like, if you use them too much, you get that stick drift. I don't want my fucking PS5 controller to just permanently be going left.
Yeah.
That's what it'll do if you're playing NASCAR games. That's the only turn you make.
I've got I've been looking because we're gonna have to get a PS5 within the next year, just because they're done with PlayStation Network and everything, PlayStation Plus with PS4, and I want to get a P. Me and Faith are looking at what are those like handheld PS5s? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I do.
Yeah, it's like a PS5 mobile, or it's like PlayStation Go of a sort. It's really cool. They're like $200. I was gonna
Oh,
buy
the
just
Portal.
that, the Portal. Yep,
Yeah, I think you need a PS5 to operate it though.
you do.
Yeah.
That's why we had to buy a PlayStation 5 first. But that I was looking at that until I realized that, and then I was like, damn. But that'd actually be pretty nice to have in general, if you know, specifically for Faith too.
Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure you also have to have like be on the same Wi-Fi as the PS5 and have the PS5 on and shit. I think like the only advantage of it is if like you have, which I guess would be an advantage for you guys, being a married couple with a child. Like it's mainly for like if you want to play games and still have the TV available for something else. So it's like if you wanted to watch something and Faith wanted to play games, and be like, all right, we'll use the fucking portal. That's what we bought it for. So
Yeah, that's dumb
yeah,
actually.
I don't think they sold very well. I don't know the numbers on them, but they're rated.
No,
They're
they did.
rated good.
Are they? Good.
4.4 stars on every website that I'm seeing.
Oh yeah. Huh. I'd say people just don't see a use in them.
They need a new PSP. That was
Yeah,
the
I know.
shit, dude.
I know, dude. I still pull mine out every now and again. I've got a bunch of movies to find. Um, I love the PSP. That shit was dope. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to that starting.
Yeah, dude. I think that game's gonna kick ass. I
So
hope it's gonna kick ass. I'm definitely gonna get it.
I think it will. I don't see how it couldn't. Um, it's random, but I'm just what I just sent you, and I'm gonna throw up here on screen now. Do you see that picture?
Yeah, that covered. I don't even think it's a golf cart. I think it's just a regular ass side by side, but it's covered on all fronts.
I like how you described that because Fox News described this as an armored golf cart.
That's not true.
It's not a fucking golf cart.
It's a side by side. It's got big side by side tires on it.
Do you see how there are 5 golf carts surrounding that not golf cart?
Yeah, and how it doesn't look anything like the rest of them.
That's how you know it's not a golf cart. Fucking stupid.
That is fucking stupid. I'm gonna take a wild.
just,
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that's Donald Trump's golf cart.
yeah, they put him in that for whatever course he was playing in. But that's my whole point: is Fox News, get your shit together and stop being stupid.
Yeah.
That like literally all you have to do is have a little bit of common sense and be like, maybe we should change this wording to armored side by side carrying president while he golfs.
Yeah. It's a little fucking
Armored golf
it's a
cart.
little idiot wagon, dude.
Idiots. That's all it is. Yeah. Yeah. They need to be right up. Oh my gosh. Fucking stupid. So I just was throwing that in there just because I wanted to throw that in there. It upset me this week. There's only one other thing that upset me that I wrote down, and it's not gonna make it to my rant, my last second thoughts. Dude, have you seen the price of fucking meat, of beef lately?
It ain't good.
Fucking $40 for a 5-pound roll of 73.27 beef. Absolutely bullcrap. That's at Walmart.
When you've been over, I thought you were about to pick up this roll of beef. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I am not.
Handy.
Oh, that would have been a great blooper. I wish I would have. That would have been made it.
That would have been funny as shit. I thought you were really about to be like, "Yeah, think of beef this size right here."
It's just I can't stand it. You're paying $8 to $9 on average for a pound of ground beef right now, and that makes no sense. So I don't know what's going on. Well, I know a little bit of what's going on, but that means that I know a lot of what's not going on. So whatever's going on, fix the shit. I literally can't survive on it. But also, good thing there's small. I did find it for half that price at a local little shop in Weston, but still Walmart. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. The double of them. Two of them. I've never done that on this show, but now I just did because
two.
Walmart. Oh, I eat It's a lot of meat. Love me some freaking ground beef, kielbasa, pork, freaking chicken. Give me turkey. I don't care. Ham too. Include it all, but not for that price.
No.
No, it's just absurd. So sorry, that was gonna be a last second rant, but there is no
That's a
more
good one.
rants.
That is a good
Rant
one.
is over.
Yeah.
Screw you, Walmart.
That is horseshit. Walmart's like prides themselves on having the lowest prices and stuff, and they do for things that aren't groceries, for things
Yep.
that aren't fresh groceries.
Yep. I still buy my toys there. I buy my Legos at Walmart.
Yeah, like we don't even get any of our shit from Walmart in terms of fresh food. We barely go to Walmart at all.
Really?
Yeah, we have a little um, local supermarket here. It's called Community Market. That's where most of our stuff comes from. Like, it's where Jocelyn will get like steak, chicken, things like that. Ground beef we'll usually get from wherever. Aldi is the primary place for that. The Aldi's where we get all of our like cold cuts, like our lunch stuff and shit. So yeah,
Yep.
I don't remember. I don't remember the last time I went to Walmart.
I'm stuck because Glenville's even worse price. It's probably $10 a pound for meat.
Yeah,
So we're driving either way. It's just Walmart. Usually it's most convenient, but now it's not.
right.
Yeah, I definitely am envious of you guys having options, and I commend you on taking, advantage of this.
Yeah, I like the option. We don't even live in like the place that have the most options either, but there are options here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's multiple Aldis around here. There's Walmart. I got a store called Community Market and a store called what's the other fucking store? I don't
Oh, I love fucking stores.
I don't remember what the other store is called, but there's another supermarket too, a little bit down the road, closer to where she lives. What the fuck is that place? Golden Dawn. That's what it's called.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, some of the locals,
Very good.
some of the local supermarket. It's
I like it.
from the outside, it barely even looks like a supermarket. It looks like whenever I first saw it, I didn't know what the fuck it was. When I went inside. Yeah, man. I don't miss. That's the one thing I don't miss about living in Glenville. Like I like the small town life. It's calm. It's quiet. I don't like how one dimensional it is by force. Like you don't. It's one dimensional because it fucking has to be.
Yeah, you have no option.
Yeah.
You can't.
Like I want to live back closer to the middle of nowhere than I am now, but not quite back that far.
Not here.
Yeah, not quite back that far.
That's exactly. Yeah, that's how me and Faith are. That's why we've come to the conclusion that we've come to. It's just too hard to it's too hard to establish a life here. It's not too hard to have a life here, but it's really hard to establish a life here.
I agree with that 100%.
But it's good though.
Yeah. It's
good.
like if you're already there and you already have your thing that like you make your living off of and make a decent living off of it, there is no reason really to leave. But
Nope.
it's fucking next to impossible to find that there.
Yep.
Like if you like to be there and stay there, you have to already have your career. You have to already have your family established. You have to already have all this shit. Like I couldn't imagine being a single guy with a shitty job. You know what I mean? There's no fucking way. I'd lose my
Yeah.
fucking marbles. Like
Anybody like that though, I just feel like they should leave. At that point, you're just playing pity on yourself by not trying to improve your situation.
yeah, for real. Like you can literally go anywhere, be it step up. Like at least it doesn't even have to be like far. Just go somewhere where there's different people. Go somewhere where there's people that you haven't met.
It's. I like that this is where the conversations went. It actually leads into. I told you I had 2 questions for this week that I written down. And one of them kind of goes into this because it has to do with just where I'm at and everything I've been thinking about the last couple weeks. So what do you do when you love your job and your work, but you feel like you can't make progress there?
I'm in that boat right now. Sort of. Like I don't particularly love my job. I love my coworkers. My coworkers are great people. The only reason that I have been at this job as long as I have is because I genuinely enjoy all the people I work with. They're fucking good people. They're easy to get along with. They're good workers. Like they legitimately kick ass. They're the only reason that I've been there as long as I have. But I'm in the boat now. I'm leaving anyway. Trying, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying like hell to leave anyway. But uh, yeah, it's like it checks all of my boxes. You know what I mean? It's the thing I already know how to do. I've been doing it for years. I do it well, and like I do a little bit more than basic just warehouse bullshit, you know. But like I do it well. I know what I'm doing. I really enjoy my coworkers. Um, I'm never gonna make any good living doing that shit. Like I'll survive. I'll never excel. I'll never thrive. You know, I'll never actually get to live. I'll survive. I'll pay my bills, sure. You know, I'll always have my bills paid, and you know, always get A, B, and C squared away and taken care of. But like staying there, like I'm never gonna be able to, you know, go on vacation or buy a fucking house or move anywhere forward in life. So yeah, I think whenever you, even if you like your job and you like your work, if it feels like it's going nowhere, I still think you leave. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
even if it does suck, like because I've been at jobs where I hated every facet of it and I wanted nothing but to leave, and now it's like, well, I even told the few people, the one person at work that I've told, like, yeah, I'm in the process of getting out of here. I told him I was like, it sucks because like I want to keep working with you guys, but I just don't want to keep working here. Like I ain't going anywhere
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. I see that's the thing. So I thought about the reason why I thought about this is because I've genuinely been thinking about this. And I wrote down some points that I'll talk about and get your opinion on with it as well. But this derives just from the issue that that I find myself in. I love my job. I am now doing not just the job that I enjoy, but literally something that I wanted to make a career with
Yeah.
and something that I went to school with. So on all fronts, it's amazing. And then personally, it enables me to get a lot of the time with the family. But what it lacks is everything monetarily.
Mm-hmm.
And though they're like, though whenever it comes to having a career, people are always like, you got to put your time in, you got to do this and that. I'm not obnoxious or selfish in that sense. I fully understand that. It's just I can't help but to compare myself to everybody else that I care about and look at how hard I work and the time that I put into things and then be like, well, play a little bit of the pity party for myself. And once I start thinking that way, because it's just, and then it's like, well, though I enjoy my job, though it gives me everything that I've wanted to do, I feel like I can't make progress monetarily. And if I can't make progress monetarily, well, that means that I'm not ever going to be able to buy a car or, like you said, get a house or save for a vacation or do any of these things that's beyond, you know, me accumulating debt for.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it just went back to I just go back and forth of like, man, but this is what I want to do, and I know I can go. I know I have job options to go and make more money, but is it a dumb thing for me to do because am I like am I close to achieving maybe a middle edge job in marketing because of the experience I've now achieved, and what I would be doing by going and chasing that money now is actually just setting me back all the progress that I've made over the last, 3 years itself, 4 years, whatever it may be. Um, and so I have a hard thing of like, is it selfish of me not to want to wait for the money, even though I'm sacrificing a career? And then is it stupid of me for even considering something that I absolutely enjoy for something that is just going to provide me money, but then take away time and all these other benefits that, again, something that I genuinely enjoy, it does offer me. And then my final thing that just throws it in for me, I'm like, man, am I making this decision for me or am I making it for my family?
Yeah.
And that's something that I have to take into consideration just because I have one. And so it's like, okay, well, am I making this? Am I doing these things? You're saying these things because I think it's the best for my family, or is it really? Am I able to disguise that as an excuse and it's really just the best thing for me? And then trying to balance, like, well, maybe it's both, or maybe it's neither, or this, or I just I'm just having such a hard time because I'm in such a similar position to what you are.
Yeah.
Only I don't have options. Like, I have options to go and leave, but none of them are within a similar career or job. What I'm doing now, it'd be completely different work, and I don't know. I'm just so stuck professionally and personally.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I wish I had a good answer for you because, like, see, it's an easy decision for me because I'm not doing what I love. You know what I mean? I'm not doing what I love. I just work with good people. I don't have a family to consider. I
Yeah.
have a girlfriend here to consider, and that's it. Like I don't have we're not married, don't have kids. You know what I mean? So like that takes a lot of the decision making. Like I make the majority of my decisions for me, but that's because I still can. I also kind of do it with the future. Like my thing right now is told her yesterday. She was because she always tries to tell me like you got time, like you're young, you're all this. I'm like, yeah, you're right, but like if we want to move next year and get out of here, like, I need to make more money now so we have the money to do that. Like so,
That is literally,
yeah,
dude. I literally know that is the exact situation we're in. And then with daycare is an extra
it ain't cheap.
500, almost an extra $600 a month
Yeah,
if you have them in full time. And for me, it's like, okay, well, my car's out, so like I've never bought a car that's been more than $3,000. I've always straight out bought the vehicles I've owned and almost crashed them immediately after, where I've kept on to them for a decently long time until they're worth nothing. So I have, so I have to buy a car. But then I was talking to Faith about it. I was like, not only, I was like, that is a brand new car payment. Like I could buy a brand new vehicle
mm-hmm,
and pay that for a month, and which obviously I'm not gonna do because I'm all about percentages of my income. But my point to her is like, or it goes back to my point of, am I choosing this for me or her? Because I was like, is it bad of me to be like, if I can save up for a few months, then I can get me a vehicle, and finally I'll have me a good, reliable vehicle that'll last me a long time, and I'm choosing that over Layla's development and
right.
Layla, So it just, yeah, it's just a hard thing, and it's definitely, it's not something that I expect you to be able to answer anything, but it definitely helps me to be able to just talk it out,
Yeah,
you know?
I think if one bit of advice, if I do have one, is that another thing to consider is whatever decision you make doesn't have to be permanent. You know what I mean? Like if you did want to like I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to chase the money for a year, you know. You don't have to do it for your whole life. Like chase the money for a year, get ahead, then come back and do what's comfortable, familiar, and everything else. Like that's what I'm trying to do. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's sort of what I'm trying to do. Like I told Jocelyn, I was like, I said if I have to get a job that fucking sucks for 6 months, 8 months, a year, so be it. You know what I mean? Like I got debt to catch up on. I got two schools to pay, and
Yep.
I got a car that's old that I'd like to replace, and I've got a move coming up in almost exactly 12 months that I got to prepare for. So it's it's yeah, like I've even thought I was like, yeah, whatever I do, even if it sucks, even if I don't like it, if it financially takes care of all that stuff, doesn't have to be forever. Just like let me get a little control on what I am trying to do.
Yep.
Then I can come back down to earth if I want to or if I need to. You know what I mean? But I think
I appreciate,
I
dude.
think
That's great
I think
advice.
that's an option to consider too. Like whatever you have to do doesn't mean it's permanent. Like if you want to uproot and not do what you're doing now and go chase the money for a little bit, like I don't think anybody's going to blame you. You know, help get yourself ahead, and then come back down to where you were. Just like I've always heard people say, you know, getting married to the money though. So like if that is something you're worried about, then don't do that. But if you can, like, I truly believe that if I, you know, had the opportunity to make really good money for a year doing fucking whatever, I would do it. And then and once I got my shit taken care of, I would leave in a heartbeat and go back to making my normal money.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm not very high maintenance. I don't require a lot of money. I just owe people a lot of money. I don't owe people a lot of money. I owe lenders a lot of money. So,
Yeah. Yep. That's really good advice, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just and that's the thing is, I had this conversation with my boss. I was just straight up with her and told her, listen, I'm not looking to leave. I'm not planning on leaving, but within the next year, me and my wife are leaving this town,
yeah.
and within that, like, I have to see growth for myself because though comparison is the thief of joy, I also know what I'm worth and I know what I bring,
Yeah.
and uh that's where I look at certain things at. And whenever you work for companies like a university or something that's ran by a state, it's always done with it. It's not a. It is a hierarchy type of pay scale, but it's a hierarchy type of pay scale in terms of your title. So, like, me and you could have the same title, but I could do 4 times the amount of work in completely separate type of work,
Mm-hmm.
and we still make the exact same because our titles have to be the same because we fall into the same category.
Right.
And though I understand that, it's not something that's the issue that I have because I just like not I I just put in so much time and effort into everything that I do, especially within work, that I know my boss and I know that, you know, the higher ups see it, but because I've been told that, but now knowing that there's not that, like, they see it and they recognize it and it's like a pat on the back, but nothing can really be done about it. It's the extra push to be like, okay, make sure I gain everything professionally I can from this place and push them as far as I can so that whenever I do choose to leave, I can be like, all right, look at what I've done for them. Look at where they are at now comparative to where I started. Um, but then you talking about the money situation, like that's the thing. Money's why I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I I'm not money hungry, but I am in a sense because I'm very goal oriented, and my goals right now outside of my work are to own a rental property and to own storage units. Like, those are my professional
Yeah, just
goals.
passive income is always good to have,
Ye-
dude. Yeah.
yes.
I always wanted to own a laundromat for that same reason.
Dude, laundromats used to be on my thing until I realized the upkeep on them, and I was like, nah,
Yeah,
I don't want to come.
thought about that too. You
Yeah,
got to be like my local laundromat and charge the fucking shit out of people. It's like $4 to wash a regular size load of laundry. It's like nine
that's
dollars
what
for their big
that's what I
ones.
need.
Yeah,
That's what I need to do is, but yeah, exactly what you said. Just passive income and understanding that I don't, I don't know if I can do that here. Sucks, but I'm really grateful that I have this job because my goal is, and it's what I told Faith. My goal is for us to be able to have passive income to where we can work. Like, she's always going to be a teacher because she loves it, but I love what I do as well now. I didn't realize it, but I've really thought hard on it the last few months, and I do. And so, if I could find a way to continue doing it and not be like, not constantly be searching for more
mm-hmm.
because I have it. It's just that's the goal, and so trying to get to that is the hardest thing, and taking everything into consideration. It's just, I don't know. It just goes back to that question: what do you do when you love your job, but it just isn't giving you everything you need? It's
Yeah.
a so hard.
I think that's simply you know, the answer that's not really an answer, but I guess it's a different answer for whoever would be listening. You know, for whoever depending on whoever's situation. But in that scenario, you just do what you got to do.
Yep.
You just got to find out what you got to do. That's the problem. You know what I mean? You got to find out what you got to do. But I think, if it were me, which I've never had a kid, so I don't know. I don't know exactly your shoes. I've also never done what I loved for a living, so I don't know exactly those shoes either. But for me, I think even if it's just temporary, find some money and get that padding if that's what you feel like you have to do.
Yeah.
But if it feels like something, if it doesn't feel like something you have to do, and it feels like something you just want to do, then I guess that's a whole different ballgame. But if it feels like something that you have to do, then
And that's the thing, is that in that exact statement is where I'm at, and it's the conversations that I've had that have brought me to that point. Is it's not something I have to do.
yeah,
It's something that I want to do only for the money purposes, because I think that it would solve my issues. But then again, though, it may not, and it may make me just be like, oh wow, I can't go back to making $30,000 a year.
yeah,
I can't do
you
that.
just get addicted to
I
the
to more.
yeah,
And
change your lifestyle to where you would have the exact same amount of money left over,
but
no matter how much you made. Yeah, I see what you mean.
exactly. And that's why I really like the path that I've been on so far, because from college through to where I'm at now, it's been a slow build, and then actually a little bit of a reset between SLS and college, but understanding that I can do it. And then the fact, again, of having a kid. The reason why I left SLS and took this job wasn't just to use my degree, but it was for Layla and Faith, and to be there, and for the time that I get home. Like, every single person that I've talked to, doesn't matter if they are millionaires or if they have, a couple $100s in the bank or less. Everybody has told me that I have done right by making sure that I'm there
Mm-hmm.
for Layla and for Faith, because you don't realize that the time that you miss there. And it's a fun, they say I don't realize it, but I do, just because my dad had to work those jobs where he
Yeah.
was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it from my brother-in-law with my nephews. And it's really that sacrifice that I didn't want to make as to why I took this job. And then obviously, like I said, I now love this, and I realize I realized what I'm good at, and things that I'm not good at and that I need to be. And just really, it goes back to, again, it's just that monetary thing. And then you saying, is it something you need to do, or is it something you want? And for me, it's that realization that right now it's something that I want. And I almost think that though it would be good for me to be able to afford these things, completely changing my lifestyle to something that I'm not familiar with out of the blue, solely for more money, um, I fear that it would actually end up hurting me, just because the growth and the path that I kind of see myself on professionally within my career,
Yeah.
like, I've actually got something to lean back on here. Whereas if I took a year break, yeah, I might be in a better spot monetarily, but
You be a little rusty for sure.
I'll be rusty. I won't be as close with my family. I like the things that I miss, I think would outweigh my gains.
Yeah,
And
that's a good way to look at it.
so yeah. So, man, I'm so glad I asked this question, because again, it's just talking these out. It's how I get realization
Oh
of
yeah.
not only what matters, but also, like, really where to put the emphasis on of importance on. Um, so yeah, that's great. Yeah. Money's such a cunt.
Yeah,
It's just real
that's
hard.
that's accurate as fuck, dude. It sure is. Money's a
Dude,
bitch.
that's my only thing. So, but you know, uh, and I think I came to it beforehand, but this conversation really just solidified it for me. The Another year of struggle for personal growth, I think, is better for me right now.
Yeah.
I think that just for the situation that I'm currently in, it offers me more than the long hours and, higher pay, because that is available just about any time that
Yeah.
I make money. You know, it's just, it's almost like I'm scared to give up on. This is the first time that, like, outside of a sport, that I've really put uh personal emphasis on, and it almost be like I'm realizing that it'd be like quitting on myself if I were to,
Right.
and that's the last thing that I want to do, only because I feel like for the first time I'm actually starting to make progress and kind of make an identity for myself. I guess that'd be the best way to do it. Make an identity for just within who I am. Because yeah, I don't know. Damn.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that makes sense to me. Fuck. I
Yep.
think like
Sorry, that was a little deeper. That was a little deep one.
no, that was a good one though. That was a good. Do you have any more? Or you got to run soon, don't you?
I got to run soon, but I can do one more.
All
I
right.
got one more, kind of a fun one. If you could be in or around any pro league, pro sports league, but not a player, what position would you try to hold? And obviously, what league?
Fuck. That's a good question. Um. So I'm gonna have to go with let me think of the ones that I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
you go
don't I
ahead.
don't want anything to do with baseball. I know that baseball players, and I used to play baseball. Baseball players are notorious fucking douchebags.
Yeah.
Like
I like it.
I don't know about I don't want to say the high school level or lower because those are just kids. They're just playing a sport. But if anybody's ever met a college baseball team, especially as a unit, oh my fucking god, they all look like the same person. They're all fucking white boys with mullets, and they're just the most fucking. They're not. I don't even want to say they're bad people. They're just the most unbearable motherfuckers you'll ever encounter. It's like, wow, bro, you're stuck at 14 years old, aren't you? Like, you're just a douchebag.
Yep.
So not baseball, because I would imagine that carries over into professional baseball. I can't see how it doesn't.
It's gotta extravagant. Like,
Yeah.
no offense, baseball players, you guys make way too much money. So, like, that money has to build some sort of ego at a point.
No, you know what? I would think, and if we're counting motorsports as sports, we talked about it earlier. I think NASCAR, dude. I'm
Yeah,
from West Virginia. Those are my people. Those guys are just a bunch of rednecks that love fucking doing redneck shit,
I like
driving
it.
cars really fast. I just like to, I don't know what I would do, but I'd I'd like to be around those guys just to see how it goes. A lot of them are probably fucking pricks too, though, because I don't know why I think that, but I feel like they are.
On the track,
Oh, on
probably.
the track, they 100% are. I don't know how
Yeah.
you wouldn't be.
Yeah. That's a good answer. My answer is a caddy for golf. I
That's
want
a
to be
good
a
one.
professional golf caddy because the pay is ridiculous. You're constantly around a great sport. You visit the country plus you get visit everywhere around the country plus the world, depending on who you're playing for
Mm-hmm.
or who you're caddying for. Um, and golf has grown now to be a sport where it encompasses personalities, all the way down to ours, and I
Yeah.
like that. So, definitely a golf caddy. I feel like that would just be the most fun and high pressure, but also high reward within it. And then even nothing against it. My player could finish last and I still get paid. Like,
Yeah.
he still has to pay me.
Yeah, that's true.
So, definitely a caddy by far. That's
That's a
just
good fucking answer. That'd be pretty. You get to see the craziest golf courses ever, too.
Yep. Yep.
That's
With the best
that's a
players.
much better
And
answer than mine.
you get to play with the best players too, because you're just walking with
Yeah, I would just get to see the same fucking eight. I'd get to see the same 8 to 10 paved circles a year.
them.
So I'm sure it's a lot more than that. Not all of them are circles, but actually none of them are
Yeah.
circles. They're all ovals.
They're all ovals. Yeah, there's a
There's a
difference.
bunch of ovals. There's a rectangle. There's a triangle, and then there's the road courses, which I think there are only
Yeah.
like two of. And it's not very much like not very wide variety of places either. It's
No.
like southern East Coast, and then there's like a couple in California. There's one in Indy, a couple in California.
Yeah. Ah,
One's in Pennsylvania.
one is in
Pocono,
Pennsylvania.
yeah. That's right, right? Pocono's in Pennsylvania? Yeah.
Yeah. Really ironic. PA's actually got a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Big state, but they got a lot of sports.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Do you have any closing thoughts?
just Kevin's wedding is this weekend,
Yeah.
and I cannot freaking wait, dude. I am very excited for it.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure if I will be able to make it, but I hope I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope you can too. I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah,
Oh, that'll be
it's
so sad.
yeah, I'm hoping that I can. I really want to because that's what I told everybody. I was like it's fucking. I'm not gonna lie. It's super inconvenient for me to get there because I work Friday. I'd have to drive. It's like 3 hours away from me. I'd have to drive there.
Is it
Saturday,
Parkersburg?
yeah. I looked it up on the GPS, like specifically that address. It's not quite as
Man.
far as Mom's, but it's fucking close. And
Yeah,
then
that's like
so it's 3 hours for me to get there. Then I'd only be able to hang out till like 7 or 7:30 because I got to go back and work the next day.
oh yeah.
But I'm able to take Saturday off if I can make it. But I gotta. I'm pretty sure I'm going. That's one of those things that like, if it were anybody but like you or Kevin or Nate, which you and Nate are already married, so I don't have to worry about that. But if it were anybody other than that group of people, I would say yeah, no. Like I'm not that worried about it. But it's Kevin, so it's kind
Yeah.
of.
I'm gonna try to if you
I
can.
feel like I gotta at least attempt it. Yeah. So.
Yep.
So we'll see for sure. I'm leaning towards it, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I'll go. So I already found coverage for my workday Saturday. So.
Heck yeah. Well, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, hope to see you there, and everybody else. I hope I don't see you there, and if
That's
I do,
right.
run into me and tell me that you watched the podcast.
Yeah.
It'd be great to see.
Yeah, and if you do and you don't like it, we'll kick your ass. We'll call the police and have them kick your ass.
I'll be sure to bring some stickers. I'll place them around Kevin's wedding so people scan our barcode
That'd be,
and take it
that'd
to
be
our page.
fucking sweet. They do it while we're there, and they're like, "Hey, I think that's those guys."
That'd be great. Oh, well, that's awesome.
Oh shit,
Guys, we appreciate you being here for another episode, another week. Yep, not as long as usual, but honestly, I think I like it this way. It worked out good. If there's anything else, let us know in the comments what you want us to talk about, what we may have missed, what we messed up on, anything like that. We definitely want to hear from you.
yeah, for
And
sure.
if there's anything I can say, it's go see Superman, then go see Fantastic Four, and let me know what your thoughts
Oh,
are.
and
Because-
watch Happy Gilmore too.
Yes, watch Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore 2. We will we'll talk about that and review that here next week.
Yeah, don't expect it to be the best movie ever, but expect it to know what to expect. That's why I saw people. I'll touch on this before you got to go. I saw people complaining about that movie, and then a lot of people are just like, "Well, dude, what the fuck did you expect it to be? It's a sequel to a 30-year-old movie. Like, it's just supposed to be nostalgia and callbacks and jokes. Like, it's not supposed to be the best movie ever made. Like." If you knew what to expect going into that movie, then you probably liked it. And I sure as shit did. I thought it was awesome. I thought it definitely did its job. So go watch it.
Yep, I can't wait for it. I've watched some of it, but I'm gonna finish it this week. We'll talk about it, and yeah, we'll get right into it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, have a good week, everybody. We'll see you later.